Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, sorry, I'm like right beside my curtain. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video. I'm starting this differently because it's kind of like a vlog, but it's not a vlog. Today I wanted to show my updated Disney pin collection. So this is my collection over the last... Really, I started collecting pins in 2006 when I went for my first ever Disney vacation. I only collected a small amount of pins then, and then just recently, just over the last year, I started really collecting them. A lot of these pins I'm sure you have seen in my previous pin unboxing, and if you haven't seen that, I will make sure to link it down below for you. Without further ado though, I will show you guys my pin collection. So this is an overview of my pin board. As you can see, it is very large and there are a decent amount of pins on it. This is nowhere near the amount of pins that I would like to say is a full collection. There's still a few pins extra that I need in some mystery sets. And then also just, I always like, whenever I see pins that I like to collect them. My main collections, just as an overview here, are Disney couples, any Tangled or Pascal pins, and then also Peter Pan, Stitch, and then obscure characters on rides. And then Star Wars is kind of like Austin's collection, but also just my collection. So we'll get right in. I will start over on this corner. So this corner I have all of my mystery pin collections. So the first row up here I have my BFFs collection. So these come 2 per box, and these are the ones that I have so far. I still have a couple more that I need, but I have Ariel and Flounder, Fox and the Hound, Lumiere and Cogsworth, Bambi and Thumper, Baymax and Hero, and Joy and Sadness. Moving down a little bit further, I have my nesting dolls set. So I'm not going to name them all, but these are the nesting dolls. And I still need 2 more in the collection. I still need Mary Poppins and Cinderella. So these now move down to the next mystery set that I collect. I still need a few more of these. I'm not actually sure which ones because I think I need about 4 or 5. But these are all the Disney couples. And then moving on from that mystery set, I have now now these are my like individual kind of pins. So I have the Mr. and Mrs. Disney pins just because us and I are getting married this year. And to kind of go with that, I have the Carl and Ellie pin from Up of them getting married. I have, I have a Mickey and Minnie set where the Mickey Mouse one says I love Minnie and the Minnie says Mickey and Minnie. I have the I Lava You, which is the short before, I think it was before it ends Inside Out, with the 2 lava volcanoes. My mom loves this short film. She cries every time and she loves the song. So every time I see this, I think of my mom. And then I have Minnie and Minnie as Bert and Mary Poppins, and Minnie moves up and down like Mary Poppins. And then I have these 3 from the Disney film series set. I didn't want to collect the full set, but I was lucky enough that the boxes I opened were all couples, which is exactly what I wanted. So I have Lady and Tramp with their puppies. I have Beauty and the Beast after he turns into the prince. And I have Ariel and Eric as a statue. Now moving down to my Tangled. So here are my Hidden Mickey Pascals. These are all authentic and it took me just over a year to collect all of them. So I have all the colors except for the Chaser, just because the Chaser is so heavily faked. I mean, really all of those in the series are so heavily faked, but still looking for the Chaser, but I have all the colors, which just makes me happy. Then I have this one, which is a Disney Studio Store, I believe. I think it's a Studio Store limited edition. It is the Pascal in the paint, and I believe that this is a LE of 500. Oh, and it is an LE of 300. Then I have the 4 Tsum Tsums from the Tsum Tsum series, I think 4 set. So I have all of the Tangled characters. Then I have this. This is the only actually fantasy pin that I have. It's a set of ears, and then it is all the Tangled, like it has like the Tangled sun and then her crown. I absolutely love this pin. I don't think I ever wanted to have fantasy pins until I saw this pin. It's incredible. Then I have this pin. It is the Best Friends limited edition pin set, and it is Rapunzel and Pascal, and I absolutely love this pin. It is 2 pins separate, but they kind of go together and say Best Friends. Love this pin so much. Also have the kind of booster set, the newer booster set from this year, which has Pascal, the lantern, Rapunzel, and her tower. And then kind of moving down from the tower, I have just an open edition, few open edition series pins. So I have Rapunzel and Flynn, Rapunzel with her lantern and Pascal, and then just a Rapunzel on her own, and it kind of has like glitter on her dress. Then I have one of the parking lot signs of Rapunzel, which is a hidden Mickey, and that is my full Rapunzel collection. Now moving down to a couple of my like Ellie pins. This is a 2006 Happy Holidays jumbo pin. This is a Bambi during the 75th anniversary. It's a limited edition pin. It is Bambi and Thumper kind of sliding down the hill, and then if you open this flap up, there is Flower resting for the winter. Then moving on, this is kind of my group of random pins that I just like, or small collections that I would love to build, but just do not have the fees for it. So I have a Halloween Mickey pumpkin, and then I also have a 0 pin. I have a Walt Disney World 2018 pin. I have a Baymax pin with some Christmas lights all strung around him. I have the Mickey and Minnie heads from one of the mystery packs. I have a Grumpy Donald. I have a mini size, or a small size Pluto. This is a tiny pin. I don't know if you can tell, but like, this is my pinky. I got when I first ever was pin trading, along with my Cinderella pin and my Bambi pin. I also have Doug. I have a Merida pin. I have a knockoff Disney pin that I got on my first ever vacation. We went to Walmart and my dad insisted on me getting ones from Walmart because they were only $1 instead of having to pay about, at the time, probably $7 or $8 in the park. Then I have a Marie Collar pin. I have Lady and the Tramp Tsum Tsum. I have one of the new hidden Mickeys, which I actually got from a trade. Somebody sent it as a surprise, and it is the Tigger Big Feet new hidden Mickey, and I was so happy when I got this. I have one of the Dumbo Kingdom of Cute pins. I have a graduation 2018 because as you know, or as maybe you know, I don't know, I did graduate this year in 2018, and this is just a Mickey grad cap, and it says there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and I absolutely love this, and it has a tassel. Then I have a 2018 pin with Goofy in the middle holding a Mickey cap. I have a Marie pin. I have a lady in her box. Then I have a Jack Skellington pin as a Mickey head. I then have the chaser version of the Figment pin. I have a Bambi Tsum Tsum and Aurora Minnie Mouse with a glittery crown. And then Ariel and Flounder. Now moving on to my Peter Pan collection. So first starting off with the Doorway to Disney's pin. This was a 12 pin set. I think it was by month for last year. But I only got the ones that I really wanted, which truly was only the Peter Pan pin. So Peter will slide to the side, if I can get him over there. And then the door opens up, and it is John, Michael, and Wendy flying out of their window to Neverland, and I absolutely love this pin. Then moving on, I have 2 of the pins from the 65th anniversary Peter Pan collection. There was 3 pins, but I got 2. Then I have a few Tinkerbell pins, and then it's all Peter Pan. So I have Tink on a Mickey Mouse hat, which is a hidden Mickey. I have Peter as the parking sign. I have a couple Tinkerbell in her Christmas gown. I have this one, and then also this one I got with a ornament, which I actually have on my tree every year. Then I have these 2, which were from my very first starter lanyard, and it is Tink on a Mickey hat, and then Tink with a star. Then I have John, Michael, and Wendy as Tsum Tsums, and then I have the complete collection of the Peter Pan Hidden Mickeys Peter Pan collection. Then moving up, I have my Stitch collection. This is a very small collection because there are so many Stitch pins, it's insane. But these are all from, I think, a booster set. Or maybe this one isn't. I think this one's just a rock pin, but Stitch with the bra on his head and the super cape. He is doing the hula, him in his 626 outfit, and him eating an ice cream cone, and I love this pin, him eating the ice cream cone. It is amazing. Then I have one that is a Stitch and Lilo, and it says Ohana means family, and this just reminds me of me and Cooper because I always hug Cooper and he's like, please don't hug me. I love that one. And then I have Stitch with his little reindeer opening a Christmas parcel, Stitch Tsum Tsum, and Lilo and Stitch. Then moving on to, I think, my absolute favorite collection. This is my obscure characters on rides pins, and I love this collection. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and it has Mickey, Donald, and Goofy riding the train. Oops. And they move back and forth on the train. Then I have Tink, and I believe this one is supposed to be 4 wishes, so I consider it as an attraction. But it's when Tinkerbell's flying over, and this is a spinner. Then I have, I forget their names, but the characters from Splash Mountain on Splash Mountain, which I love, and this one moves up and down. Then I have Stitch on Space Mountain. I have Mickey, Goofy, and Donald on Soarin', and this one moves back and forth. This one was one of the first ever characters on rides that I got. This was when I went in 2006. Then I have one of the newer ones, and it is the Whoosh, and it is Mickey and Minnie on the teacups. I love this one. I then have Mickey, Pluto, Donald, and Goofy on Splash Mountain. And they kind of do the same thing. Splash Mountain is one of my favorite rides, so I can't have enough Splash Mountain pins. Then I have Chip and Dale as the bellhops of the Tower of Terror, which I love. This one's kind of just like a theme park one, but I put it in here. But it's Mickey and then the Animal Kingdom sign, and then it has Dinosaur, Everest, and Dinosaur, Tree of Life, and Everest. Then I have Mickey on Space Mountain. This one doesn't move, but it is like a pin-on-pin kind of. And then this is probably my favorite one. So this is Mickey and Minnie on the elevator on Tower of Terror. And then this one opens up. And as they're dropping, you see the broken cord, and then you see Stitch breaking the cord and making Minnie and Minnie drop. And I just love this pin so, so much. That is my full collection of characters on rides. Now moving on to my Star Wars collection. So these are the Stormtrooper helmets. This is a mystery set. This is also a booster set that Austin might be trading away, but he's not sure yet. But it's just some kind of fun characters. Then I have one of the limited edition from the Disney store, May the 4th Be With You Star Wars Day 2018. And it is BB-8, and then when you kind of like, let me figure if I can do it. When you tilt it, you can see Princess Leia when she's relaying the message to R2-D2, which I love. Then I have the a Yoda with candy for Halloween. I have one from The Force Awakens, or The Last Jedi. I think it's The Last Jedi, actually. But it is Rey and Luke Skywalker and the Millennium Falcon. Then I have one, it's kind of like a propaganda poster almost, and it says, "Enlist now, the Galactic Empire." And I think that's so cool. Then I have my Halloween ones as well. So this is oh my gosh, the name escapes me right now, but one of those cute little teddy bear guys with a Stormtrooper hat on that says "Trick or Treat." And then R2-D2 and C-3PO dressed up as a skeleton and a ghost. Then I have the Han and Leia I Love You, I Know pins. And that is my full Star Wars collection. So these are all of my pins. This obviously doesn't include my traders because a lot of my traders are duplicates of pins that I already own. My collection is small but growing, but I love every single pin on it, and I make sure that I am very picky with the pins that I get, or else I would purchase every pin there was. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you like Disney pins, make sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel to see more Disney pin related content and just Disney related content in general. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.